If you just hit level 85 and you're a beginner to Grand Arena and you have absolutely no idea what you're doing or what to get into, that's why I'm here to help. Before we get started, what is Grand Arena? Grand Arena is a competitive mode in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It is like literally the most competitive besides Territory War, but Territory War we will explain and go over that later on in the channel. But right now we're going to be focusing on Grand Arena. Now when it comes to Grand Arena, there's different divisions and there's different leagues. As you start, you will be on Carbonite 5, and then you work your way up to 4, 3, 2, 1, and then Bronzonium, Chromium, Erodium, and then Kyber. Kyber is the highest league, and Kyber 1 is the highest, basically the highest you can get to, division and league. Now, right now I'm in Kyber 5, I wish. Carbonite 5. This is my ult account, and this is basically, you know, I want to start this series for beginners, those that don't really know what Grand Arena is, what kind of teams to use, how to scout your opponent, what to look out for, and stuff like that. So my opponent, this is the second round of the first week of 3v3. I won the first round. My first opponent was a no-show. He didn't attack at all, and I was able to full clear his defenses easily. Now for beginners, it's very simple. You only have you're only gonna have one team per wall. So your top wall, you're gonna have one team there. Your south wall, you're gonna have one team here, and then your back wall, you're gonna have just one team here, and then your fleets right here on the top back wall is your fleets. So basically how Grand Arena works is you have 3 territories of character defenses, and then the back wall over here, this will always be your fleet. This is where fleets always come in. So what we want to focus on is basically utilization of teams and efficiency. Now we're gonna go scout my second opponent real quick, and we're gonna go into his inventory. So when we take a look at our opponent's roster, he has 516,000 power, and these are his top characters. He has 2 Gear 12 characters, and he's going for a lot of Jedi. He has General Kenobi already, a 7-star General Kenobi. He has Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan. I feel like this is a person that I'm going up against that has a main account, that this is not their first time playing. The advantage that they have on me though is that they have higher gear characters, but however, since this is a hyperdrive bundle account that I have more higher level characters and more versatility when it comes to like characters and fleets. This guy didn't purchase the hyperdrive bundle. The only thing he has over me really is just he has like more like higher gear characters than me. I have like two or three gear 11 characters. He has 2 gear 12 characters, and he has 3 gear 11 characters. However, this is all that he really has to, this is all he can really use basically for like offense and maybe a little bit of defense. But other than that, if you scroll down here, his like on the second row, this is where it starts to really go down for him. He has like characters that are below level 80. They may be 7 stars, but they are low gear as well. Gear 7 here, gear 7, gear 8, and then this is where it starts to fall off on the levels. Level 55, level 42, level 60, all the way down here. So then this is where it starts to really fall off on his second to third row of his roster. And when it comes to his ships, yes, his strongest ship is Endurance. Okay, because yeah, he has a gear 12 Mace Windu, but other than that, his other fleet is not that good. It's extremely weak. But yeah, he's gonna probably, knowing him, he's probably gonna have his best characters and his best fleet on defense. This is his strongest fleet. Yeah, he has a He has Anakin's ship. He is Ahsoka's ship. Almost level 85 endurance. So this could probably be a potential problem for us when it comes to fleets. But like I said, we're gonna try to go for efficiency. But you do want to always try to go for a full clear. That's definite for sure. If you just attack once, don't really try to attack once. If you know that you can't really defeat or beat your opponent, and if you don't have teams and efficiency, then yes, just attack once, get the participation rewards. Getting participation rewards is better than literally just sitting there and doing nothing. So this is my defense. Like I said, this is a hyperdrive account, so you're gonna see characters like this on the hyperdrive account when you purchase it. So I have my Jedi team, Bastila, Anakin, and Mace Windu there. My opponent already attacked first. He only attacked once. He got a score of 208. He took out my first order team. He one-shotted that, and then we go into back, and he didn't touch this at all. My Night Sister team in the back. So yeah, let's go ahead. So yeah, so yep, we're gonna go first. Actually, Yoda is actually the weakest when it comes to health and protection. So let's see if we can actually go for Yoda first. So Moff Gideon's gonna take the second turn. Let's control the situation. We're gonna use his third ability. Nope, we're gonna remove all that turn meter. We're gonna go to Yoda, right? Oh, okay, Yoda's dead. That's perfect. Now we're gonna go for Snip since she's the second dangerous. We're gonna go use Veers's AoE, call everyone to assist. Now we're gonna use his middle ability on Gideon to apply that armor shred. Okay, now we're gonna keep basicking with Dark Trooper. Snips is almost down. Now we're gonna basic and basic again. Okay, so this worked out perfectly. This definitely worked out perfectly. This was definitely the right call on this team, using Imperial Troopers here. Thank God for the mods. Thank God for this extra speed boost that we get through the mods and Veers' lead. So yeah, now we get to use a Versa Volley, apply daze, and boom, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. An undergeared Imperial Trooper team just took out this whole team right here. Grandmaster Yoda, Snips, and Darth Vader at Gear 12, Gear 11, and Gear 10. A completely undergeared Imperial Trooper team. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. How to utilize and how to know what team comps to use. That can get you extremely far. Now, this is something that you want to utilize. Everything here has all synergy. We're all dark side. We're all Sith. So now we're going to go ahead and go into battle. And we're going to definitely take out this team. We have the higher levels and we have the higher gear as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Merciless Massacre. Let's apply the middle ability, the Force Crush, to have the damage over time. Count Dooku is there for the counter attacks. Let's go and use his middle ability. We get a nice stun and shock on Padawan Obi-Wan. Darth Nihilus, with him, you always want to use his middle ability to increase cooldowns. Right there. He's gonna die, so let's actually use his Saber Throw, so we get that 100% turn meter. Now we're gonna go ahead and ability block Old Ben. Oh no, maybe I have to work on that. I think I don't have the Omega on his basic, but Darth Vader's basic, it's an unavoidable ability block against Rebels and Jedi, but I don't have the basic maxed out, so that's not gonna really happen there. So let's go ahead and actually focus down Boba Fett because he has that revive. So let's go ahead there and just keep focusing on Boba Fett. Okay, Boba Fett dodged that. We're going to dispel that. Old Ben taunt. Nihilus was able to dispel all his buffs there on his basic. We're going to go ahead and middle again with Count Dooku. Okay, now we're going to apply another Force Crush. We get some dots and damage over time with his AoE. Dooku just stunned old Ben with his basic and counterattacks. Now we're gonna kill Boba Fett, and here on out is pretty easy. We're gonna win here, definitely, 100%. We're gonna try a saber throw. Nope, not enough. Let's go increase more cooldowns. Right there, cooldown increase, and let's go ahead and middle. Boom. 54 banners, not too shabby. We were able now to clear his back wall, so now we have our full bounty hunter teams that we can try to utilize here. So now we are definitely winning on efficiency. We are definitely in the lead. So yep, we're gonna go first. We're gonna look at the turn order here. So Qui-Gon's gonna go next. So actually the weakest person on this team is Qui-Gon when it comes to health and protection. So we're gonna go ahead and use Boba Fett's AoE to maybe get an ability block. Perfect. All ability blocks on the board. Now let's go ahead and sweeten the deal. So now we can get counterattacks going. So we dispel all that retaliation on Mace Windu. Now let's go ahead and focus down Qui-Gon. Yep, there we go. There we go again, dispelling all that stuff. Let's go all in on Qui-Gon. There we go. Now we have now we gain all these buffs. We gain all these buffs and we have our contract down. So let's see if we can just one-shot Anakin. Boom, there we go. See, look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look at that. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Efficiency, team comps, knowing what to do, etc., etc. This is definitely a strong, extremely strong start for us. And what does he do for his fleet? Of course, he puts in Mace Windu. This guy really worked on his fleet, but he didn't work on his characters, and this is where he loses. He's going to lose because he has his character roster is not that strong. Yet again, he put his strongest characters on defense, and he probably thought that I wasn't gonna be able to one-shot his characters on his defense. But the only thing I'll give it to him on my opponent, yes, his fleet was better than mine. His fleet was way better than mine, but my characters and my efficiency was a lot better than his, because I was able to one-shot all of his strongest characters on defense, and he literally can't do anything else because I still have higher level characters on defense. And yet again, we go back to his account and his inventory. He already used this whole top row with Mace Windu all the way to Qui-Gon, and then he already one-shotted my first order team on the front wall, so he really has nothing else left going for him. He can't really take out any of my other teams because of his low gear levels, his low gear and low gear level teams that he has on the bottom of his roster. So he already basically used all of this. He used Mace Windu all the way up to Old Ben, Boba Fett, you know, and Padawan Obi-Wan. So he already used all of his good characters on defense, so he has really nothing left to take out. I wanted to show good team comps, bad team comps. So when it comes to opponents, don't do anything like this. Don't do anything like this. You always want to have teams that have synergy. So basically, overall, I wanted to do this to show this to help out beginners in Grand Arena. What to do, what not to do, what teams to use, what teams not to set on defense. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and let me know your thoughts. Are you just starting out in Grand Arena? How long have you been playing the game? And you know, even if you're an advanced player and if you're higher in the ranks like a Rhodium or Kyber or anything like that, let me know if you had fun. But yeah, this is basically a beginner starter guide to Grand Arena. What to expect, what not to expect, what teams and comps to use, what to not use. And yeah, I'm Insidious, and I will definitely catch y'all in the next one. Peace.